takes him down. That was awesome.
Well, Steve, of course, tonight stepping up against Bruce the Preacher Macfie, coming off a great win in that Canberra event, but tonight you've got to back it up again against a very cagey and experienced competitor.
Yeah, fighting Bruce Macfie, huge opportunity for me, and on the biggest show in Australia, Evolution. Honoured to be on the show, first time. So big name fight, big show. Can't get any better than this.
Well, I mean, this is really what you've always wanted, and I've known you for many years from fighting in the smaller shows down in Melbourne to now the big stage, the biggest event in Australia, as you've stated, against one of the most credible and well-known Muay Thai fighters in the country. Now, Bruce will have a height and reach advantage over you, but that's never really worried you because you've got that explosive in and out style.
Yeah, look, everyone I fight's a lot taller. It's up to them. If he wants to try and grapple, I'm going to be throwing punches. If he wants to try and kick my head off, I'm going to be coming forward. So, I always use it to my advantage.
Yep.
And, I'll make it work for me. I'm going to be more mobile than him, so he's got to catch me.
Well, Steve, of course, we had the conversation a few years back now where you said you really want to go for the big stage and give it your all. You've dedicated your life to the sport, and the fight game is what you love. Do you feel like you're getting that result now?
Yeah, well, this is only the 4th year I've been fighting. I've only been training for 5 years, so now I've had 30 fights, only lost a couple. So, from a few years ago, I've gone from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So, I'll give it my all.
Well, inspirational stuff for all the young guys out there who are perhaps looking to have a crack. We thank you for always putting on a great show and look forward to seeing you in Centre Ring.
Appreciate it. I'm going to just prove that I'm younger, faster, fitter and stronger. Thanks.
The business end of the night has arrived. An interstate war, and war in every sense of the word. From New South Wales, this young man, Stone Cold Steve Moxon, 30 fights as a Muay Thai kickboxer. He's recently dabbled in professional boxing and has huge K1 aspirations. But standing in his way, one of Queensland's favourite sons, one of the headliners, one of the showstoppers, the Preacher, Bruce Macfie, in, get this, professional fight number 141.
Just a couple of times in the ring he has been, Bruce Macfie. Very comfortable in there, he is indeed.
Our semi-main event at middleweight, a stacked middleweight division in Australia at the moment. Steve Moxon, Bruce Macfie. Moxon conceding height and reach, but Macfie, as big a puncher as he is, I think we've got to say he is conceding genuine one-punch power to this guy who is explosive.
And speed, Andy. Speed is really what Moxon's all about. His attacks, his movement is so fast, so fluent and so regular. It's not erratic. He's in, he's out, he's cutting angles. I really rate Moxon from his early days as an amateur fighting in Victoria. Of course, he even holds a Victorian amateur boxing title from many moons ago. I've known him for a lot of years, Moxon, and I've seen him come through the ranks and really mature as truly a professional fighter of high accord.
Steve Moxon in the black trunks, the Preacher, Bruce Macfie, in the pink trunks. This is under K1 rules, Hammer, not full Thai rules.
Well, I'd have to say that's really in Moxon's favour, because Bruce is a Muay Thai fighter, a multiple WMC Muay Thai champion. That is really his trade. Fighting under modified rules is certainly something he's done because he's a big occasion fighter. He's an Evolution regular, and Bruce will never back down from a fight against anyone. We've seen him battle with John Wayne Parr and all below, I suppose, down the rankings from John Wayne, and Bruce will step up anytime, anywhere. But I don't think taking this fight under these rules is going to be anywhere to his advantage. It's all the way of Moxon in my mind.
Currently, the middleweight rankings in Australia, and it is and has been the most stacked division for some time. Good left hand from Moxon. John Wayne Parr is the top dog. Bruce Macfie, Eli Madigan, Frankie Georgie, they're your top four. To give you an indication of just how deep the talent pool is, Stevie Moxon rated 8th. Kim Johnson, the South Australian superstar, 17th. There is so much quality there.
Well, of course, the accumulative ranking system's made up of fights that each fighter's had, and then you've got your win-loss ratio that adds up the points to set your ranking. And indeed, for all the fighters and trainers watching, if you haven't got your fighters' rankings or records in, make sure you get them in, because the ranking system is constantly evolving and updated. So big thanks to Dasman, who's the man on the job there with the rankings, and doing a fine job.
Now under K1 rules tonight, K1 aspirations for Steve Moxon in the black here. Looking to take it abroad. Good body shot there. Macfie walks into a left hand.
Nice movement. And I think Moxon also, there's been talk of him perhaps moving to professional boxing as well, because it seems to suit him. His build and his hand speed and his movement. You know, he's perfectly built to shake up the boxing ranks as well.
Representing tonight here, Boxing Works, is Stevie Moxon, the New South Welshman.
Of course, the head of Boxing Works, Larry Papadopoulos, but Tony Dow, of course, is Moxon's, manager and trainer. And Tony Dow also works out with the chief, Peter Graham.
Yes.
So a very small team, but a very scientific and well thought through team of professionals.
Kicking his way towards a points victory in round one, Stevie Moxon.
Again, we just see the movement, Andy, and you see the work rate. The work rate's high, the movement's always fast.
Steve. What's he got? He's got nothing. Did he power on those punches?
No. Line my hands up.
Yep. Keep your hands up. All he's got is that kick, Steve, and you're countering. You've got to work that body and come over with that overhead right, and then go back to that body. Keep on countering his punches, keep on countering his kicks. Okay, he ain't been hit that hard before, mate. Close that gap, okay? Close that gap. All he's got is big kicks. If you come in close, all he's going to do is get his knee up. He can't extend the rest of his leg out. Get him up there, get him caught, and come straight through. Jab, cross, jab. It's working on him. Go to that body too, Steve. Okay? Now throwing a knee at you yet. Okay? He doesn't want to box with you, kid. He doesn't want to box with you. Okay?
And I can understand that. I wouldn't want to box with him either.
Well, certainly he hasn't thrown a knee, so indeed they've been expecting Preacher to perhaps clinch to negate the boxing and knee. But Brucey hasn't brought that plan to play yet. I'd say the sooner the better for him.
Taking a look at some of the highlights from the opening round, and a lot of the damage was done through the hands and the handiwork of Steve Moxon. History tells the tale. Just when you think Bruce Macfie is vulnerable, just when you think he may be beaten, he fights back. As big a heart as there is in combat sports anywhere across the world.
Well, Macfie just well and truly clipped there by the overhand right of Moxon. Moxon just coming through the kicks. And one strategy I'm always seeing in play, Andy, is when a fighter throws a round kick, you can always walk through that and in, which is going back to the Wayne Parr strategy of the push kick. It's more of a barrier kick to negate the hand strikes. A round kick won't stop a boxer from boxing, because they'll wear the kick and still come in and wail on you.
Nice left hand again from Steve Moxon. Setting it up with the jab. Macfie happy to trade at this point in time, in this exchange anyway. 141 pro fights as he closes in on victory number 100. He's posted 91 already. 30 inside the distance.
Oh, getting caught with that short left, Macfie. And look at the hands of Moxon. Just getting beaten to the punch every time. Bruce needs to really fire up. Nice push kick to the face, Preacher.
Is that an option for Preacher? It brings into play his legs, but it also gives him an opportunity to dominate ring space and use his height and reach advantage.
Yeah, it needs to be keeping Moxon on the outside. Moxon has to come forward. He has to close down the range to get on the inside to work the body, to work the overhands. Now, Bruce has two options to negate that strategy. That's the push kick and then back it up quickly with a round kick or a push kick into a step knee. They're the two options he's got, and at the moment he's trying to outbox Moxon, and I think at that point, at that strategy, it's going to be hard for him. Again with a sticky right hand, Moxon.
Macfie with that left foot, left leg at repetition. Moxon chopping the legs, outside and inside fly kicks. Such a physically strong, low centre of gravity little human as Stevie Moxon. Everything he does is neat, everything he does is tight.
Well, he's almost a little Aussie version of Mike Zambides.
Yes.
Zambides is a very similar fighting style, looping punches, ripping body shots on the inside. And Moxon is very much in the mould of that fight style. Again, there's the step knee from Preacher.
And the receipt was a right hand from Moxon. McFee backed into the red corner here. Kicks his way back into ring position, then throws his hands. Round number 2 down, a 5-rounder. Under modified Thai rules, or K1 rules, if you like.
We've been here before, Bruce. Look at me. Bruce, look. We've been here before. Haven't we? Do you want to be here again? No. Mate, your kicks are working, but they're one-offs. This isn't a phase, all right? That's not what I want to see you doing. I want to see you on the front foot. Are you here? Bruce? Come on, mate, we've got to push. You've got to just take control, no matter what. No matter what he throws, you've got to take control of this fight in this round, or it's all downhill. We've got to take this fight up now, mate. Not here. Punches and kicks. Set, go again. If he goes to go, you go first. You go first this whole round. You're not even puffing hard enough to tell me we're in this fight yet, hey? I don't want to have this conversation the next round. You know you don't either, buddy. You can do this.
Well, there's a Tron there. Preacher's trainer getting a little frustrated because of Bruce's, I suppose, lack of fire against a very, very up-tempo Moxon. Nicely timed left hook from Moxon.
Moxon really changing levels exceptionally well in round number 2.
Your fight, your night. Don't let this good roll that you have finish at all.
Aaron Smith from Corporate Box offering the advice to Bruce McFee and reminding him we've been in this position before. It's exactly what I said at the start of the last round. You may think he's been beaten, you may think he's out, but Bruce McFee has got something very special inside him. Can he produce that tonight? Aaron Smith was looking not for just one-shot kicks, and he's on the back foot here. Big time as Moxon goes to work, Preacher goes down, and the counter's on.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, Bruce certainly getting well and truly caught there.
Multiple kicks, combination kicks. That's what the corner wants from the Preacher.
And Moxon is going to just smell the sense that Preacher's slowed a bit now. And once he gets the hint of victory, he just keeps going full bore. The stone cold one now starting to really push the pace. Preacher really needs to work that rear knee. Keep him on the outside. Big right hand from Bruce.
Nice shot from McFee, one of his better in the fight thus far. Hesitant, just creating space there with the left. Fires the right off. Repeats it. Resets it nicely, does McFee, but as soon as he resets, the always pressuring, the in-your-face Steve Moxon finds his range, finds his rhythm, and drops McFee, who is not going to answer the count.
2, 3, 4.
The night is over for the Preacher.
6, 7.
It's going to be all over, and he's not going to get up from that.
Steve Moxon, with arguably the biggest win in his career, has beaten the legend, the Preacher, Bruce McFee, and he's done it inside the distance with a devastating knockout.
Well, certainly once he got the hint of victory in his grasp earlier in that round, he opened the throttle right up. The big overhand right, paying big dividends for him. On the inside, the body rips worked well. The uppercuts, he was certainly on. Big event, big occasion, and it always brings out the best in Moxon.
Look at this from Moxon. Oh, a devastating left hook. A devastating left hook.
Well, Macfie just left that right hand a little low. Bang. There it goes.
Knocked the taste out of his mouth. And that was enough to give this young bloke a huge victory.
40 seconds into round number 3. Your final stop with your winner by knockout, Stone Cold Steve Moxon.
What a huge victory for Steve Moxon. After the break, it's main event time. Nonsai and Frankie Georgie.